Hi everyone, this is Connie. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome, and I'm so glad you're here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified each time that I upload a video, as well as hit that notification bell and all that good stuff. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Now, let's get into the projects, and I'll come back with some more information in just a couple of minutes. Okay, so I got this rabbit from the Dollar Tree. I got this. This is a little plaque that was on a part of another project that I bought from the Dollar Tree a couple of years ago. And I just had saved it, and I pulled the paper off, and then it's fairly thin cardboard. So you'll see what I end up doing to strengthen it. But first I fixed the little holes on this rabbit's ears for hanging, and then I am painting the white side, or I painted the white side, that rose pink from Folk Art. That was the side that looked like wood, and then I painted that little plaque green, and I think it is pool. I'll write all the names of all the paints down in the description box. Now I'm taking a sheet of tissue paper from the Dollar Tree, and I am using Mod Podge, and I am Mod Podging it on here. Now I could have left it white, but I really wanted this to have a the pink tones coming through, and that's why I went ahead and did it. And I'm just covering it, or I'm putting it underneath, and then I'm going to put it all the way over on the top of it. Then I'm going to use a hand file and just dragging the file downwards on the edge, and it will cut that tissue paper, and so I can get perfect lines. And then here I am putting a second coat on this little plaque while I'm waiting for the Mod Podge on the bunny to dry. And here I am just using the file. I do use my scissors a little bit to cut into those really deep crevices, around the cheeks and stuff, because I didn't want it to tear. Now this is the bicycle wheel from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just putting that same green paint on this. Some of it wipes off, but it's okay. I'm okay with that. I may go back and Mod Podge it, do it again and Mod Podge it. So I set this side to dry, and I use some white yarn, and I'm making this huge pom-pom. This is going to be the bunny's tail. So I am just getting all the components ready. Now I've got just a little bit of that blue, a little bit of red, and a little bit of green ribbon. And I'm just going to make loop bow. I don't even know if you call it a loop bow, but I'm going to actually this I'm just gonna actually make an actual bow. The next project when I make a bow is gonna be a loop bow. This is, I'm just making it. I'm making green on top, then the pink, and then the blue on the bottom. It will match all the colors in this whole scheme. I'm using some of the those colors for the tails, and you'll see as I put this together, I almost run out of this ribbon, and so in fact I think I ran out of the blue, and I didn't have very much green or of the pink left. I had more green than pink, so as you can see, I am just getting this all fluffed up. Then I'm going to cut dovetail ends on the tails, and then this will go on the bunny, like on the ears, or between the ears. You'll see where it goes. But we're going to start putting this whole thing together. Now that little plaque, because it was so thin, I used a large craft stick, and I glued it onto the back so that it will keep it straight. So now you'll see me putting this all together once I get completely done with that bow. But first, I have to paint. After I put the that craft stick on the back, I'm gonna paint white outline and the word spring on it, because this is a challenge, and it's the 5 under 5 challenge, and it is spring this month. So I'll get some more information about that in just a minute. So as you can see, I'm just outlining, making it look like it's an actual ribbon rather than just a plaque. And you'll see how I do that with the white lines, the way I do put them on here. It looks like it's actually bending, and it looks like an actual ribbon, which is pretty cool. So once I get that done, then I'm going to start putting this all together. Now, that bike wheel kind of bows in. So when I glued it on, I really have to hold it. And then I used some felt to put over it to secure it so that it wasn't going to lift off, with, even though I used hot glue and E6000. But here I am just using a small brush, a flat tip brush, and I'm just writing the word spring on here. And then we'll get to the actual putting this all together. So like I said before, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Helps my channel grow. Helps it where I can keep bringing content to you, as well as you're going to want to go down and check out, if you are a subscriber, check out my my community tab on my channel, because I am been putting some really fun stuff that is coming up, and you'll want to keep track of what I'm going to be doing, and that's where you're going to find it. That and on Instagram. So if you have me on Instagram, if not, you can just look me up as Connie's Creative Creations, and it will come up. Okay, so you see I'm holding it with a piece of, or a bottle of paint, and you can see where all that felt is to hold that down. Now I'm going to put the pom-pom on, and then I'm going to put the bow on, and then I'm going to use that green. Actually, I don't know if I use the green. I might use the pink. I think I used the pink baker's twine to hook the sign on, and to also put a hanger on the top so that you can hang this up. Yeah, it's the pink that I'm using, and I'm going to turn this over, and you're going to see where I use the felt again, just to make sure that that is not going to pull, the sign is not going to pull away from the baker's twine. So here I am, you can see I'm just doing that, and then I think that's when I flip it. I'm not sure if I put the bow on. Yeah, you guys probably know, because you probably just watched it, and I wasn't looking. So I did put it, it looks like I did put it on. So I hope you guys love this. I love it. I think it's so stinking cute. It's unbelievable. Here's the reveal, and I hope you like it. Now let's get to this project number 2. All right, this is one of the little crates from the Dollar Tree, and this is the actual pool, I think. But like I said, I'm going to put all the colors in the description box. I painted that green. Then I got this little cathedral window, and it was like for a picture holder, so I took that off. I cut the thing and pulled it off, saved all those pieces, because you never know when you can use them again. Then around the front, I pulled that off, and then I realized there was a screw that was holding it on, so I had to unscrew it. So yeah, I kind of messed that up, but that's okay. I don't fix the little tiny hole, because what's going to go on it is going to cover it, so it's not going to matter. So I am taking my antiquing wax from Waverly, and I am just painting it all over this, and then I'm going to use a paper towel, and I'm going to wipe off any of the excess. I really like the way this looks, even though this is not wood. You don't always have to use this on wood, and it really ended up looking really pretty. I could have left it the way it was, but I did want it just a tiny bit darker, so that's why I went ahead and used the antiquing wax for this. Then I'm going to use those tumbling towers blocks, and I'm going to hook it onto the back of that crate. I didn't want to try putting it on top of the edge. It's just not strong enough. I've done it before. It's not strong enough. So I'm putting 4 pieces and 4 pieces together, and then I'm going to put that on the back of the box. Then I'm going to sit that window right on top of it, glue it to the back of the box, and then I'm going to put 1 more or 2 more tumbling towers behind it just to keep it secure so it won't start to fall back. And so that was all I needed to do for that. Then I took that foam and I cut it down so that it will fit inside this box. And once I get that done, then I grab some 2 picks, no, maybe 3 picks from the Dollar Tree. So this project, let's see, actually it was 2 picks. So this project is almost $5. It's pretty close to $5. Let's see, 1, 2. Oh wait, no, the greenery didn't come from the Dollar Tree. I got that from Walmart, that's why. Okay, so, but it was still only 98 cents. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it was $5 for this project. It's the most expensive project that I did because the other one was 1, 2, 3. So it was $3. It's not bad. So I'm just putting this eucalyptus in here, and then I'm going to use those. Actually, I'm not sure if I used the white. I might have not used them, and that means it would have been $4. But I think I did use it. So if not, I used them in a different one because I used some florals in 3 different projects today. So these are all from the Dollar Tree. So here I am just adding those in, and I'm not sure, we're going to see here in just a second if I use those white ones in this one or not. Looks like I did because I cut them up and I added them in there. So $5 for this project. It came out stinking cute, just like the other one. I love the spring time. I love the colors, the rebirth of the flowers and the plants and the trees, and of course the animals that are born. I love spring. So here I am just adding these these white flowers. I cannot remember what the pink ones were. The white ones are carnations, and I'm just adding those in, and then this project is finished. I hope you like it. I think it's just cute. All right, now to the information. This is the 5 under $5 DIY challenge, and it's spring decor. The hosts are Emily from the Farm Charm Chic, and Missi from the Crafty Cove DIY. Guest host this month is Kendra from Late Night Creations. All their channel links are going to be in the description box, as well as the playlist link. I haven't done this in a while. I'm excited to get back into it. Now, this is a project that I did. Lost all of the footage. Okay, so the cigar box was from Dollar General. It was $3, but it was clearanced 90%, so I spent 30 cents on it. And then I used a little bit of burlap ribbon for the bow, and I used 1 pick of hydrangeas from the Dollar Tree and 1 pick of long grass from the Dollar Tree. So this project ended up being about $2.50. Okay, now let's get to the third project. This is a wood round that I get from Amazon. I get a box of 12 of them for $12.99. So this is just barely over $1 each. And then I have that gold hello, and that is also is $1.25 from the Dollar Tree. I'm using antiquing wax. I used some painter's tape, put it down the center, was careful not to paint towards it but away from it. Once I got that all on, I used a paper towel and I rubbed it back off. Now I'm going to set that aside to dry, and I'm going to paint. First, I'm going to put Mod Podge on it. That is going to give me a surface to paint on. Unfortunately, if any of you have ever known, if you try to paint on those with just paint, it just beads up, it takes forever, it peels off, it splits, it's not good. But by putting the Mod Podge on it, it gives me a base to paint. Now, I put another piece of that tape on there, and I took the, I think this one is Agave from Folk Art, and I am doing the same thing, pulling the paint away from that tape, and then I'm just going to paint that whole thing. Now, the edge of this round is already kind of brown, so I only had to paint the blue around it. Okay, so now this I think is the pool, and you can see I used violet, Folk Art Violet, and then I used Waverly Yellow, and I completely painted this, and I end up putting 2 coats, and then I put Mod Podge on it because, like I said before, I don't want that to peel off and chip. Okay, now I'm going to be making this loop. I call it a loop bow, but it's probably not. I just cut circles, or I make circles by gluing it, and with this, now this was the only piece of the blue I had left, so, and it was the widest, so it's going to be the back, and so I'm just trimming it, and then I'm going to glue it on there, and then I'm going to do 2 of the pink, so I think I only had room enough for 2 for the pink, a little bit smaller, and then I grab a spool of ribbon that I got from Sam's Club, and it's even thinner than the pink, and it's kind of a bluish green and white check. And so I'm going to make, there it is, I'm going to make some loops out of that as well, so that I can make this bow. Now, I do make some little tails. They're short little tails. That's all I had enough of the pink left, and I didn't have any of the blue, so I used the check and the pink for the tails, and they're just pretty much straight out. You'll see that in just a moment. You can see where I did the blue, and then I did the pink, and I guess I only had enough for 1 pink, and then I do 2 of the bluish green and check, which is completely fine. It turns out to be a really, really cute sign. Now, I could put it out on my door, but I probably won't because it's lightweight, and I live in Kansas, and if you know anything about Kansas, we get wind. And even though I have a storm door, when you open that door, it sometimes, and I don't want it blown away. Okay, so you can see I just put dovetails, and then I'm going to cut 2 of the green. I actually think I had enough for 2 of the pink as well. Yes, I did. I knew I did. I just knew if I had made another loop, I wasn't going to have enough. So here I'm just flattening these out, and then I'm going to crunch them in the center. Sorry, I was a little bit out of the camera. My camera kind of adjusted itself, and I didn't notice. So yeah. So I'm putting these on, and I'm kind of crisscrossing these so that this bow ends up looking really full. And then I put the Chanel stem or pipe cleaner on that, turn it once, then I grab those tails, I cross them as well, and pinch it in the center and do the same way, and then I put it on the back of the bow, twist it, and then I'm able to trim that. But I puff up all those loops, and it ends up being a really pretty bow. Now I think, I'm not sure if I put buttons on this one. I put buttons on the center of one of these bows for one of these projects. Okay, so this project, the circle, yeah, I put in some buttons. Okay, so the circle is $1. Let's say $1.05. The hello is $1.25. So we're looking at $2.30. And then the bow, all that fabric, another, let's just call this $2.75. I think it's about all it is. I didn't have to, you know, it was not even full things. And the buttons are just buttons I've had for years out of my stash, and I just put 3. I stacked them so they matched the colors of this project. So, and I'm using hot glue for the quick the quick stick, but I'm using E6000 for the long lasting, because metal and glass doesn't like hot glue that well. It doesn't stay. It sticks for a while, but it doesn't stay. So that's why I did that. I'm putting this right on there, and then we're going to put that bow, and then we're going to put the buttons, and then I'm going to use a little bit of jute twine, about 6 inches, and make a small loop at the top so this can be hung up. I have a wall in my living room that's the back side of my craft room that I have hooks on it, and so I can hang a whole lot of stuff on there. So a lot of the things that I make signs and stuff goes on there. So I hope you guys like the reveal. I really like all of these projects. They're just absolutely adorable. Now I'm using this. I just opened up that jute, and it was kind of ragged at the end. So I'm cutting part of that off, and then I'm using my lighter, and I'm just going to run it up it so that it will get rid of all those hairy parts. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the loop. So here's the reveal. I hope you'll love it, because I sure do. Now let's get to the last project. Okay, this is 2 candlesticks, so $1.50 from the Dollar Tree. Then those 2 pots, I bought them probably 25 years ago for like 25 cents, no big deal. Then this is 2 signs from the Dollar General. They were $3 each at 90% off, so it was a total of 60 cents. Now that wood plaque was given to me, so that is free. So far we're looking at, let's see, $1.50, about $1.75. And then I'm using these 5 beads. That came in a box of 1,000 for like $5, so pennies. And so I'm putting those on for legs. I'm using hot glue and wood glue so that it sticks to the wood, because it's bare wood to bare wood. And then I am going to be painting the bottom. Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. I'm making a box on the top. So I'm using those sticks, and I need 5 each of the tumbling tower blocks at the ends to close the box off. I cut the pieces of wood down, but there wasn't enough to put on the ends, and I ended up needing that wood anyway. So here I am. I'm getting the one piece ready, and I'm just going to put that right there on that edge, and then I'm going to put the tumbling towers on the ends, and then the other one on the other side, so that it all fits together, and that gives me my box. Then I'm going to grab Folk Arts chalk paint in sheepskin, and I'm going to paint the whole thing with that color. But I did use Mod Podge on the candlestick holders and those pots so that I can repaint them. And then I end up, once I repaint them to look like all one piece, then I use Mod Podge again so it doesn't scratch off. So here I am just getting this side all glued up, and so that I can go ahead and paint it. Like I said, the bottom's going to be black, and so will the beads, and I'm going to use Mod Podge so that it doesn't rub off. And then the sheepskin, folk art sheepskin, is going to be on the actual top of the box and part of the inside, but not all of the inside. You're not going to be able to see it. So I'm just getting this all ready, and those little squares, red squares, are the ends of the sign, and so I just stuck them in there because I needed a riser. I was going to use more of the tumbling towers, but I had those and I knew they would fit, so I just did that, and I just painted the inside too. Now, yeah, I missed a little bit of this. I glued so I glued those together, and I painted them a blue, I cannot remember. Then I used 3 picks. So this whole project came to about $5. I hope you guys like this. I think it's so cute, and it looks so high end. So yes, I just hope you guys love all of these projects. I'm so glad that I was able to participate this month in the 5 under 5, because I absolutely love this challenge. So I hope you guys love this. All right, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and you guys do not forget to have the most blessed day and week, as well as call somebody today and tell them you love them. It might be the exact thing that they need to hear today. Sometimes we're just in need of that. Also, don't forget to be the Bible that somebody reads today. Bye.